dum. And we are recording. Guess what, folks? It's a Sunday! Yes, it fucking is. Time for a bit of what's up. I've just realised I don't have my notes open because I'm a fucking idiot. Hold on. Actually, there isn't many notes, coming to think of it. It's just two, and that's it. So, yeah, been a rather busy week here at the house. Finally, and it took me fucking years, but finally got around to hardwiring the PC, which is this one sitting here. It's the swishy new one with the memory that's annoying Sean Grizz. Sorry, Grizz. for the people, and I'm surprised Sean didn't know about this. Amazon Warehouse. If you haven't heard of Amazon Warehouse and you've got an Amazon account, head over to Amazon and search for Amazon Warehouse. All the returns, it's like people that have bought something by mistake and they've returned it, or people that have bought something from Amazon and there's a slight blemish in the packaging or something and they return it. What Amazon usually do is they try and resell it in the warehouse. And I got 128 gig of memory for a very, very good price. There was no packaging. The memory was wrapped in generic static proof bag shit, and it's all in there, and it works just fine. To pay that to say that I paid less than half price for the 128 gig would be an understatement. Put it that way. So yeah, Amazon Warehouse. For the people that don't know, I'm surprised people don't know about Amazon Warehouse. But anyway, so I've finally got round to running a hardwire cable from the router downstairs up to here. Behind that laptop is a 5-port switch, which now goes to the file server under the desk, this PC, and soon that laptop. I don't need to worry about wireless connections dropping all the fucking time, which is what they usually done here, because Virgin Media's Super Hub 3, there's fuck all super about it. It's a piece of shit. Wi-Fi on it's fucking horrible, and it's been horrible for a long time since they actually upgraded the Super Hub 3, so finally hardwired. It was fun running the cable upstairs. It's like across the downstairs ceiling, up that wall, along the top of the doors. I had it going, see that right there? I had the cable running in there. It's a flat ribbon cable, it's not the round cable. And then I shut the door and I looked at the kink in the cable and I thought, oh no. So I ran it back out again. I've ran it down the outside, underneath the carpet strip, and behind there instead. So yeah, fucking hate running cables. That's probably why I fucking waited so damn long to do it. So yeah, it's been a busy week here. Also, next week, this is the first thing. It's going to be a rather short What's Up. There's no first looks either, folks. Next week, which is going to be Friday the 29th, there is going to be an auction on the UK Vape Show, and it's going to be for Aidan Little Bro Vape's Sober June thing that he's doing. All the money from the auction is going to be going to Children with Cancer UK, and yeah, there's a pile behind me right there. That's about half of it. There's a Twisted Messes 2 in there. There's a whole bunch of RTAs and drippers that are up for auction as well, and I'm going to be having a dig around for more stuff to throw in the auction. But there's a lot of stuff, not just from me, but from liquid manufacturers in the UK that have donated to the auction that's going to happen this coming Thursday, which is Thursday the 29th, on this channel, UK Vape Show. It kicks off. Well, the show's gonna start at round about 9. The auctions will start kicking off at round about 9:15. Let people filter in first, and again, all the money is going to go to Children with Cancer UK. So mark that on your calendars, folks. There's going to be a series of auctions. I don't quite know when yet. It's going to be sometime during this year, where I'm basically starting to auction off a lot of the stuff that's floating around in this room that I just don't have room for. Don't quite know when those auctions are going to kick off, but again, keep an eye on it. The first of this year's auctions on the channel, at least, is going to be for Aidan Little Bro Vapes, and the stuff that he's doing for Children with Cancer UK. So again, Thursday the 29th, the last Thursday of this month. Mark it in your calendars. There is a lot of really, really good stuff that's up for auction. Now, I don't quite know how Aiden's, or not so much Aiden, but the manufacturers of the other items that are being donated to Aiden is going to be running this. But for the boxes that are going to be up for auction from me personally, it will be worldwide. It's going to be a fucking fortune if somebody from fucking the United States ends up winning it, but yeah, it's going to be worldwide. It will be worldwide. As for the rest of the auction items, I don't have a clue. Aiden's going to have to figure that one out with the people that are donating to them, with the people that are donating for the actual charity live. But the stuff that I'm auctioning off, it will be worldwide. It's going to be a fucking fortune in postage if someone outside the UK wins it, though. Anyway, last week, was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. I mentioned Simply Leaf and Les Pickens' Juice Cabin is basically closing. About 2 days ago, news was released that Les Pickens' Juice Cabin and Simply Leaf is being taken over by another company in the UK. About 3 days ago, I was on a phone conversation with the former owner, or now the former owner, of Simply Leaf and the Juice Cabin, and we had a good half-hour conversation about the industry as a whole, about the reason that he decided to let go of the Juice Cabin. I mean, it's no secret now. He made it public on the Juice Cabin's website. One of the partners, if you could call them partners, really, who were running Les Pickens' Juice Cabin in partnership with each other, they decided to go another direction. They wanted to have a trade under their arm. Basically a trade. He wants to become a mechanic, essentially. And with that person leaving and nobody there to take that person's place, the owner that was left decided to basically slowly close up shop and concentrate on their own job as well. And that's exactly what they've done. So, DarkStar. Oh boy. Yeah, for the people that haven't heard this, you're going to be saying, some of them are going to be thinking, fucking hell, seriously, DarkStar? But some of you are going to be thinking, yay, DarkStar! DarkStar is one of those UK companies that is a bit like Marmite. You either love them or you hate them. And yeah, DarkStar. DarkStar are taking over Les Pickens' Juice Cabin, lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels of concentrate. And long conversation with the owner again about the shift to DarkStar, about what's happening and how long it's going to take, and essentially, basically what's happening with Les Pickens' Juice Cabin, and more especially for the people like me that are fans of their NET, Les Pickens' Simply Leaf. It's lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels of concentrate. Everything is being shifted to DarkStar. Everything. And yeah, there's 2 ways to look at this. There's the, happy rose-tinted glasses look that, yeah, the Les Pickens name is literally going to keep going. Because part of the deal is, at least as far as I've heard, part of the deal is Les Pickens' Juice Cabin name, the name of Les Pickens, will still be on the bottles, or at least the Juice Cabin name will still be on those bottles. So Les Pickens' name will live on, it's just under a different owner. And all the NETs, I mean, I'm not really, it's gonna sound harsh me saying this, I'm not really worried so much about the Juice Cabin line. What I'm more interested in is the NET line. That's what I'm more interested in, because I've vaped Simply Leaf since Simply Leaf first started as an e-liquid company. And if you're a fan of the NETs, you're going to be sitting there thinking, well, that's good. There's somebody there to pick up the idea and the spark that Les Pickens left behind when he passed away. Because all of Les Pickens' ways of doing naturally extracted was not changed when he died. because when he died and the new owners took over, Liam and I'm shit at names. You know who the owners are of Les Pickin's Juice Cabin when Les Pickin passed away. They decided to keep Les's tradition going. They didn't change or alter anything to do with the Juice Cabin or Simply Leaf. They never changed a thing. They still kept with the long, fucking 4, 5, 6, and in some cases 9-month long or even longer leaf curing and steeping process to extract that flavour. That's why it's called naturally extracted tobacco. You get the whole tobacco leaf and you basically stick it in a big vat of propylene glycol, PG, and the PG slowly sucks the flavour out of the leaf. That's why it's called naturally extracted. But they never changed. I mean, there's various ways and means of doing NETs, and you've got the fast method where the flavour's a bit on the weak side. You've got the medium method where you get good flavour and it doesn't take as long to extract, which for the most part is what Les Pickin done. And you get the cold long method, which again is what Les Pickin done as well. There is some leaves, I think it's for Perique, Latakia and a few others, where the extraction process is extremely long. Like extremely long. But this is one of the reasons why the Juice Cabin and Simply Leaf's NETs were so damn popular, because they were one of the few NET companies remaining who were willing to put the thousands of pounds worth of investment into buying the leaves and not see a return on that investment for 6 months. For a Virginia, 6 months. For a Latakia or a Perique, 9 months. For other flavours, up to a year. So it's thousands of pounds worth of investment in the leaves, months of investment in time, and they don't see a penny back. A penny back until that concentrate is actually finally made and bottled into the short fills. So that's the first side of DarkStar taking over Simply Leaf and Les Pickin's Juice Cabin. The name will live on and some people are going to be celebrating. There's the flip side of that coin though. Sorry about that, that's not the colour flicker, that's fucked up white balancing. The screen itself started to flicker, which is kind of odd. There's something wrong with the driver. So that's the first side of the coin. It's like, yay! Juice Cabin and Simply Leaf's going to carry on. And they are, because DarkStar is going to keep the Les Pickin name going on the label. But there's a reason that a growing number of people don't like DarkStar. This is the flip side of the coin. They have become the Walmart or the Tesco of the e-liquid world in the UK. They gobble up other people's ideas. There's a reason that the people who are fans of Les Pickin's legacy, and this is the thing, DarkStar, and the owner of DarkStar, who's no doubt watching this video, this is not another liquid company you're gobbling up. This is a legacy you're taking over. There's a reason that the Juice Cabin's Simply Leaf naturally extracted tobacco line has got a following that's worldwide. It's because of the traditions that were laid down by Les Pickin himself when he was still alive about the way that he actually extracted the flavours from those tobacco leaves. If you start cutting corners, not just myself, but a multitude of other people will instantly know just from the flavour itself. You can't cut corners with this one. You can't cut corners with this one. Fine, you're probably going to get rid of maybe half the NET line, because let's face it, half of them probably don't sell that much anyway, so you're probably going to ditch half the NET line, but the ones that are left, you can't cut corners with them at all, ever. And the minute that you do, you're going to have thousands of Les Pickin fans all over your social media ripping your company to shreds. Just stating facts here. You are. And it's not just fans here in the UK. The naturally extracted line from Les Pickin has got a worldwide audience. You start fucking around with it, you're going to have a load of bad press. Not just in the UK, but worldwide. Worldwide. Simple as that. And this is the worry that not just myself, but a number of other Les Pickin fans have got for the NET line. Will DarkStar cut corners? Will they cut corners? Will they reduce the extraction time to make it quicker so they can throw out more bottles into the retail? That's the only way they can that is the only way they can cut corners. They've got to reduce the extraction time so the turnover's quicker. Will they reduce the extraction time? Will they? Will it turn in, or will Les Pickin's legacy turn into yet another weak NET? And don't get me wrong, I'm currently vaping on Drake E-Liquid's Turkish. They also do the long extraction process, but Drake's and Simply Leaf, they're really the only two UK net manufacturers who are still doing the long process system. All the other ones have shifted to the short or medium length process, and you can tell the difference in the taste. You can instantly tell the difference in the taste. So all we can do as Les Pickin fans is basically sit back and wait to see what the fuck happens. That's all we can do. Will they cut corners, or will they keep with Les Pickin's legacy? We'll find out in about 6 months' time, because that's how long it's going to take for DarkStar to run out of the current stock and make their own. And I fully intend to order a couple of bottles of American Flu Cured and maybe a bottle or two of Latakia and Perique, if they're still selling Latakia and Perique, in 5 or 6 months' time, once their own extracted flavours are on the open market. I've been vaping Les Pickin's naturally extracteds since Les Pickin launched the line. So if there's going to be anyone that can tell the difference in the flavour, it's going to be me and a whole load of other people for that mark, because there's a whole load of other people that have been vaping that NET line since it first started. But when it comes to the American Flu Cured, that was my, and still is for that matter, my all-time favourite naturally extracted flavour. Yeah, I'm going to be revisiting the NET line under DarkStar's tenure in 5 or 6 months' time, when their extracted process hits the open market. That's when we'll see if they've decided to cut corners or not. Anyway, all I can say is, to the current owners, at least until the 1st of July, to the current owners of Les Pickin's Juice Cabin and Les Pickin's Simply Leaf, good luck in any of the future endeavours that you are doing. Just good luck in life, basically. You decided to keep Les Pickin's legacy going after the death of Les Pickin. You didn't have to. You could have just sold the company up there and then, but you decided to keep going. Real life does have a nasty tendency of stepping in, and this is why you're now deciding to give the company up and hand it over to the folks over at DarkStar. But any future projects that you're working on, or just future, I wish you luck. All the luck in the world for anything that you decide to do in the future. And on behalf of myself and all the other fans of Les Pickin, not just the Juice Cabin, but all the other fans of the Les Pickin's main shop, and of course the naturally extracted line, thank you. Thank you for keeping it going. You didn't have to. You could have sold it and walked away. But you decided to keep it going after the death of Les Pickin. And there's an awful lot of grateful people out there. Not just here in the UK vaping scene, but grateful people internationally who are regular vapors of the Les Pickin NET line. Thank you from all of us for keeping the line going for as long as you did. And we can only hope that DarkStar takes Les Pickin's tradition and keeps it going under their name. We can only hope. Anyway, again, it's a short what's up because there's no first looks. That is basically it from me, folks. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.